On the last episode of Dungeons and Dragons, no, Starfinder, Shattered Planets. We were on the pirate base, and Blythe was there, and we were in jail, and Blythe let us out of jail for reasons that were never fully explained, and probably never will be explained, on account of we made a lot of mistakes. I'll get to that later. So, I went into a jail cell and I found some Dimitris and I talked to Vivi and I figured Vivi was the closest thing I had to a friend next to Elaryn, but wait, hold on. Elaryn is my friend, but Vivi is my friend who can prevent other people from killing me. So, not really my friend. I don't know anymore. Point is, I talked to Vivi. We struck kind of a half deal, and then we ran into Beardsley. That's the one, Dr. Nim over here, and we were trying to sneak out of the base, and Elaryn accidentally triggered a well, I don't really know computers, but I guess it would be a entire base shutdown, which then caused all the pirates to find myself and Nim while we were trying to sneak out of the base, and they found that very awkward, and they didn't like it at all. So we had to kill a bunch of pirates, and then we stole this spaceship, meaning that once again we managed to kill everybody who was even halfway approximating a friend. We are the least popular people in all of space. The end.
Yeah.
So, we have a ship.
Now, have we
How do I learn how to pilot it?
Or...
Yes. No, you guys are already flying away from that pirate base.
I don't have the ability to control my character token, it looks.
Oh.
Okay.
Let me fix that.
I just want
Greg
Bird,
to go to the bridge. Refreshing your page.
I just want Greg to go to the bridge and be like, it's a Unix system.
Well, so things we learned from last time, or past couple session, is Greg's character is a mechanical genius and Chelle should never be trusted with computers ever.
Yeah.
I'm kind of writing it into the lore that the Tritons, while very, inclined towards magitech, mostly use
actual tech is complete mystery to them.
Well, so they use magitech, but also most of it is utilitarian, at least in regards to the war with the Leviathan. So armor, vehicles,
I just
weapons,
want it to be like
of that nature.
I just want it to be totally like oh shoot, what is it? Like you know how European outlets are completely different from American ones?
Mm-hmm.
I want that to be like the key difference. Like they're almost the same, but just because of like very small differences,
they use like an ASCII
that,
keyboard instead of a QWERTY one.
Yeah, exactly. And so like she looks at a computer and she's like,
yeah, sure, we'll go with that. This is a French. They use the Triton equivalent of like a French keyboard.
I don't even know what that looks like. Sheesh.
So this is our ship now, huh?
I mean,
it's better than
it's
the
sort
the
of
Flurf
mine.
ship.
Remember, it was Nim's ship prior.
Yes. I mean, I'll let
Well,
you use it.
Yeah, our. As in,
Now,
in fact,
yours
actually,
and mine.
As a correction, technically I can and will give you this ship. I have a bit of a business proposition, but we'll get to that later. You look, well, I'm not exactly sure about organics and starvation, but you look, oof.
Famished. We were about to be offered
We were
lunch
about
or dinner.
to have food.
Yeah, then we were diverted a bit.
Yeah.
Now,
So is there a mess hall on this ship?
I actually don't know. I mean, you guys pulled in a lot of cargo. Might be some food in there.
Alright.
oh, did Skitter already
Guess I'm gonna start exploring around.
put all
see
the
what we
cargo
got.
into the cargo hold?
Yeah, working on it.
Okay. So,
I guess actually Skitter runs off to do just that.
Alright.
Dr. Nim,
Yes.
when we left the pirate base, was there anything worth saving left of the ship, or at least our former ship?
Oh, your former ship. I was watching that on the camera. Well... I mean...
Because we know that we already retrieved the box.
I think most of your animals are dead or gone.
Oh.
Animals?
Animals?
Yeah, animals.
You mean the spiders?
If that's what they're called, sure.
Oh no! Somebody shot the ship and exploded, and there was just a cloud of spiders. Shockwaving into space.
But no, as far as your ship goes, I think the only thing that was left was that crate.
Oh.
Which we got.
That's terrible. So Flurf and Drez, they can't be gone. I don't even know what this chair is, but I'm just gonna.
Oh, that's
sit down
a
moment.
secondary. That's like a comms terminal. There's like kind of the main pilot's chamber, and then that's comms.
Well, I'm gonna walk down the hallways.
Okay, so
I suppose I'll follow Greg because I also want him to fill me in on what that deal was.
okay, so as you
And also, you don't want him to launch himself into space.
let's see. I'm just gonna reveal a couple of basic rooms.
All right.
That you guys know about. So Skitter's in the cargo room. He sticks his head out and it's like, guys, there's we're gonna have to go halvesies on this. This is not a very big cargo bay.
Halfsies? What do you mean?
Most of this stuff isn't. You guys grabbed a lot of stuff.
Well, we didn't know what we're gonna need.
That's fair.
Grabbed everything. Yeah. It's better to have something and throw it away than to not have had it at all. I think. That sounds wise. Bye. What's this thing?
That's a couch. It's comfy.
It's another chair.
Oh.
It's kind of one of those like sectional couches that like wraps around the side of the room.
What's in this hallway? I mean, what's up in this door?
So you walk into a bed chamber.
Oh, okay. And this is probably another bed chamber.
So you bust in on Drez. He's asleep.
Alright.
What? Wait! He's alive?
Huh?
Greg! Look, it's Drez!
So it is.
I look to see if Drez is okay.
All right,
like,
well,
does
now
he have any
I can.
blaster burns from Blythe or anything?
He looks tired and wounded.
Oh no.
Like it looks like he might have taken a whole laser battery to the face.
Ouch. Okay, well, assuming he's unconscious and stuff, I'm gonna, I suppose, use maybe I think a potion would probably be more effective than cure wounds at this point. So I'll give him a large potion.
Are you just like pouring it on him? Pouring it?
That isn't even. Are you just
that's a-
waterboarding a sleeping person?
No, that's
With a
right. That would
potion.
drown you. That would drown you. So I'll try cure wounds.
No, drowning in healing potions is it's not possible.
Okay. Okay, so...
After a history of narrowly avoiding infection via evil potions, I'm sure Drez would be psyched to find out he was fed one in his sleep.
Well, I discarded all the bad potions. Quote unquote. The ones that were magenta in hue. Only the verifiably true and red ones were kept. That. Or maybe I want to add an extra die 8. Make it a slightly higher level spell. Oh, maybe I'll do 2. Ah, come on. A 1 and an 8. That's barely any hit points.
You really min-maxed that roll.
Yeah. So, does that help him at all?
I mean, he looks a little bit better.
He's out. That's okay. He can sleep. It's fine by me.
But how did he get here of all places? We We thought
When
that
he
the
wakes
ship
up,
was
he can
fine.
tell us. I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
Every time I wake him up, something shitty happens, so I'm just letting this
Oh.
one ride now. And
Yeah.
You
wait,
learn to let sleeping Drez
hold
lie.
I don't
Let
actually
sleeping
know if Greg
dragons
has the
lie.
wisdom skill to actually make that much of a connection there. Let me see.
I mean, he
Just
had
gonna
enough
do this for
wisdom
my
score
own
to ally
purposes.
himself with.
No, all right.
No, let's give Greg the benefit of the doubt. He's on a roll for making probably good decisions, but with diplomacy with Vivi as opposed to rolling in and punching. Be weird to
All
suddenly rein it in and be like, wait a second, no.
Greg's intelligence score of 20 balanced with his wisdom score of ostensibly 10, more like 6, makes for a very interesting character. Anyway, hey, speaking of VV God, you want to come around the corner real quick, Elaryn? I'm gonna fill you in on some details.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, but given that we're once again on a ship controlled by an android, how safe
Hang
is
on,
this?
do we have the ability to communicate telepathically with anything?
I mean, you guys have
We have the message stones.
Greg
But we're
sounds
still
so
gonna have to
speak
conceited
aloud.
now.
But won't Vivi be able, doesn't Vivi
Yeah,
like
Vivi will
tap
be
into
able
the
to hear
stones?
it. Vivi
Yeah.
will be able to hear us if we use the stones that were
Are
given
you
to us
like
by
discussing
Vivi.
this directly next to Skitter?
When did
Yeah,
Greg
Skitter-
get so
Skitter's
sad
a part
and
of the group.
defeated sounding?
I mean, we just found
What
this.
happened?
What's
Found
this?
what?
It's a jammer thing. I literally just
Huh?
rolled this on the random loot generation table of what you guys received from looting the
Oh,
pirates area.
nice.
And I was just like, wait a second, this is perfect.
Oh, so will this
Oh, so we
disrupt
can
any
discuss
devices?
this freely.
Alright. Anybody trying to listen in has to be within like 5 feet of us.
Listen in via these stones, or like
No,
the
anything.
cameras in the ship,
Well,
or what?
I'm not sure about the sending stones. Vivi might be
Yeah.
able to hear us. We could probably just like hide them in our bags of holding. I guess would solve the problem.
Oh, right. We won't use the stones to discuss this.
Do you think they're always on?
Uh,
I think it's when you hold them, right?
I mean,
They
she
get-
was definitely listening to us.
Oh.
Right now?
Well, she knew when to set off the bomb
But we were actually actively conversing with her.
at the time.
Yeah. Remember, I was like, "Hey, Vivi, what's this orb that we plucked out of Dimitri's carcass?"
Yeah, but it was already active at that point.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that it was activated by Dimitri's death.
No,
Ish.
I think she just wanted to blow up Gorlar. Or maybe just the giant corrupted spell crystal thing.
I'd already purified it by that point, though.
Tell you what, better safe than sorry. Give me your stones.
Well, we can just stuff it in our pouches, right?
I was gonna put them in another room.
Oh. Oh, okay.
All right. Greg's just gonna idly toss the message stones onto the bed and then come back. All right. So, Vivi wants us to find out. I mean, have you noticed that like everybody that we've fought freaks out at the sight of magic? Like magic, not magitech, but just like magic in itself has apparently just been forgotten to the worlds outside of Zagnoth. And Vivi wants to know why. Specifically, Vivi believes that somebody erased it from the, what did she say? The annals of history or something like that.
It was
I
erased
don't
from
know.
the archives.
It was erased from the archives. That's the one. Thanks, my subconscious, which has the exact same voice as Elaryn. So anyway, yeah. So Vivi
This
wants
article
us
has been
to.
removed from the Jedi archives.
Vivi wants us to find out who erased the existence of magic from the archives. Which means we need to do two things. We need to find the archives, and then we need to find the person that did it.
But wait a minute.
That's a recursive goal.
You somehow spoke with her through the Dimitri bots?
Yep. Probably sending stones inside the Dimitri bots. I don't know. Or
Now,
it's just
when we spoke with Blythe, he seemed to
yeah.
say that she was well known in this sector, that she was a newcomer and had been.
I think that she's definitely stirring up trouble.
Yeah. So she said she would do what in return for us providing her with this information?
I think it was basically just like that we were going to kind of ally ourselves with her cause.
That or just ensure that she doesn't meddle with us?
Yeah, basically we just kind of buy like a right of like a pact of non-aggression, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
more or less where what it boiled down to. Is just straight up like she won't meddle with our affairs. Unless
okay.
it, I mean, knowing Vivi probably until it becomes very, very convenient for her. We'll deal with that later. But that was pretty much it. So, that's just giving you the scoop. I mean, I think that she didn't give us a timeline on this or anything like that. She just kind of asked that we look into it. So, we'll just see, like, how things kind of play out from here. But it's just something to bear in mind.
Okay. Well, I did find it quite peculiar too. I just thought that the pirates were more inclined towards hard technology as opposed to using magic or magic crystals.
Yeah, they were downright afraid of us and our ability to do anything.
Well, I suppose they just had never seen it before.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
now
yeah, yeah.
Nearath, we use magic in our everyday lives, and it's essential in order to combat the Leviathans. It makes me
How
wonder
so?
if that's why the Leviathans are able to command such fear in the hearts of those that live around here. And I am
Are the
in,
Leviathans magical in nature?
oh yes. I mean they have to possess magic in order to create their hordes and assail worlds and essentially because they're spacefaring creatures, they can bend time and space to their will too. That's how they're able to traverse the stars and get from one planet to the next. Without that
Hmm.
ability, I mean, could you imagine traveling at light speed as a fleshy beast?
What's light speed?
Oh, well, there are vast
The
expanses
speed of light.
Light
between
doesn't move. What?
I'm your
I don't
Drez
get
conscious.
it. How come I have multiple subconsciouses and they're all other players?
You
I
should
don't
be used to
understand.
that by now. Remember Dimitri? I mean,
Oh.
remember Dimitri?
But Dimitri was myself.
Oh.
The one voice
That's
I don't
definitely
hear
not
anymore.
true.
Well, I mean, okay, so Wander, clarify things again about planets and stuff. Because you were describing Zagnoth as a plane, but not necessarily like are planes
Oh
technically
no, you're gonna have to find somebody that knows about
planets
this.
or systems, or are we
I
actually
don't
having
think
a
your
big
character would know
dispute of, like,
this one.
Nah.
She's pretty self-focused on like Leviathans.
Leviathans.
Yeah, but then how did she get to Zagnoth if she didn't have a vessel or something capable of taking her there? Unless there were portals involved. That'd be a bit much.
Alright, well, I'm gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well,
I have an idea.
weren't we invited to get food? Where's the replicator? Well, actually, no, that's a Star Trek thing. Sorry.
Oh yeah, where is the mess hall? Or the food?
I mean, I've got some food in one of these crates. I don't think there's a mess hall though, so we're just gonna have to eat it like
At the table,
dry.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Alright. Give me whatever.
All right. I mean, it looks like they're pretty boring ration packs.
Wow. Same thing I've been eating for the past 8 months. But these are in space.
So Skitter just hands out what looks to be crackers.
Well, Greg eats what looks to be a bunch of crackers.
They're fairly filling.
Oh, that's
Yours
good.
taste like potatoes.
Oh, that's unhealthy. That sucks.
I suppose you'd be the type to prefer raw meat, huh, Greg?
Huh?
What
marrow,
is Greg's favorite
meat.
food?
Huh?
What is your favorite
Siblings.
Blood sausage. The bloodier, the sausagier, the better.
Huh. And where do you acquire the intestines to create your blood sausages?
From the same source I get the sausage part. And the blood. Usually it all kind of comes together in one dead guy.
Guy?
Greg leaves. Hey. Man,
Yes. What's up? I'm sorry.
how do I learn how to fly spaceships?
Oh, well, I mean, there's the proper way, and then there's the really fast way.
Well, time is of the essence. What's the really fast way?
All right, it's called brain reprogramming. I haven't done it before, but
What?
I mean, most places would charge you an arm and a leg, but I could use the practice.
Um. All right.
All right.
What is this? What is this
why-
like?
Why
I
not
need to know some
new life
details.
experiences?
Well, mainly you just. I mean, have you heard of hypnosis?
Uh huh.
It's like that, but about 10 times more invasive, I think. I mean, technically, if I really wanted to, I could open you up. That would be the effective manner, and relatively fast. But I don't really want to touch the fluids.
I don't think the fluids want to be touched by you.
Okay, well,
Alright.
I will. Fair warning. I think I can only do this once, for now, and I'm probably gonna have to do some studies to make sure I don't kill you the second time. Other fair warning, you're going to have to forget something. This is kind of a out with the old, in with the new kind of situation.
I have a huge knowledge of physical science for some reason that I'm never gonna use.
Alright. Let's see, just look at the hand. So he clasps his, like, kind of weird hand over your face, and things go green for about a minute.
Huh.
Alright, I think that works. Make a fortitude save.
All right.
That's worrying.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Hey. So what happened?
You...
I dropped physical science and I gained piloting.
Yes.
Okay. Do I just take all the points I had, all the ranks
Yep.
I had in physical science,
you just
put it into
moved them.
piloting?
For now, yes.
Alrighty. Cool.
You feel kind of lightheaded.
Alright. I'm gonna eat more crackers. Thanks, Doctor.
Yeah, no problem. Tell me when you want to try that again.
Drez. No, shit. Sorry. Skitter.
Yeah?
Cracker me up.
Okay. This one tastes like coconuts.
Oh, that's kind of better.
Has the same texture as coconuts, too. It could just be compressed coconut.
Yeah. I learned how to fly the ship.
Oh! Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I guess I can get rid of that skill, then.
What?
I mean, it's fine.
But you were awesome at it, Skitter. Weren't you the one that got us through the minefield?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna steal his thunder anymore. Fine.
I love the idea that you did permanent brain reprogramming for a skill that we already had.
It's okay. We don't need Skitter to round out our rough corners anymore.
It's all he's ever done.
Skitter is our guardian angel. Anyway, shut up,
In
Drez subconscious.
space.
Oh, some
Greg
crackers
finishes
too.
eating all the coconut crackers. And then, wait,
Crackernuts?
where does trash go on a spaceship?
Oh,
Where do coconuts go in space?
In my gut.
I mean, I'm fairly certain there's like a chute somewhere.
Oh. Alright. Greg just tosses the wrapper on the ground and then walks into the cargo room.
So you pass like a Roomba thing that seems to be heading for the wrapper.
Greg starts opening up a bunch of cracker wrappers
Oh
and
no, that
just starts
Roomba.
tossing them everywhere to see what happens.
All right,
That Roomba is a security breach.
the Roomba is. I mean here. Let's Roomba.
Oh god damn it! No. Greg
has
pulls
that
out his
exact-
sword.
It has
I mean,
that
it's a-
exact expression.
It does look
It
like
just-
somebody crayoned on like a face to the thing, and it just kind of like runs up to each one of them and then like sucks it in. And there's kind of like a puff of smoke with each.
The Roomba always just looks at
Greg
you judgingly.
puts two cracker wrappers equidistant on either side of the Roomba to see what it does.
Which one it chooses?
Equidistant. Roll an intelligence check on that one. How equidistant are we talking?
Not
Yeah.
very.
Many.
You kind of, it looks confused for a second, then goes for the one closest to you, and then the other one.
Greg goes into the cargo room and starts.
I imagine it's just
Investigating.
permanently following Greg to vacuum up all his hair.
It probably, yeah.
The number one source
Oh, there's
of
no
littering.
investigation. Oh,
It's perception, I think.
yeah, it's just perception now. All right.
So you're looking for stuff?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so you find there's a lot of crap. It looks like a Skitter is kind of starting to sort through it. There's a couple of things that look kind of explosive looking. They look like long grenades next to a tube. There looks to be it looks like a bodysuit, but it's like transparent. So if you
Yeah.
wore it, people would be kind of concerned unless you wore something over it. There's a belt, and then there is also a ring looking thing. I guess it's more of like a band that would go around your wrist.
Greg slips the band on.
Okay. As you slip it on, a series of 3 rings. Icons, something. But effectively 3 things light up on its surface.
Cool. Greg boops and beeps them.
Okay. So the first one doesn't do anything. Wait, no. The first one doesn't do anything. The second one opens up what looks to be kind of like a portal next to you.
What?
And inside you can see a machine.
Huh. Do I guess I can pull the machine out?
You cannot. It is far too
Oh.
big. The portal looks like it kind of did its best to open up, and then it's just like, oh shit. I'll make do. So you could maybe wriggle in there, but there's no way you're getting this thing out.
Huh.
It's bigger than you are.
Huh. Greg is gonna wriggle in there.
Okay. So you wriggle inside this thing, and I don't really have it drawn, but it's effectively a big quadrupedal robot thing.
Where the hell is it?
You don't know, but you're also kind of in this like it feels like you're in a pocket. Like you can't you wriggle inside this and you like try and like touch the walls and you can't really touch the walls, but you also don't feel like you're making any progress. And it's just
Okay.
kind of confusing.
Greg gets out of the portal. And the robot. And presses the third ring icon?
The portal closes.
Okay. Greg, what's this one with the triangle? Is this the crate that we can't open?
That is the crate you couldn't open. It looks like it's partially open.
I bet I know what's in there.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Uh,
Tear it open.
Okay, so you try and rip the top off, but for once it resists, and I'm not entirely sure what to do because I usually go with nat 20s, but this box is indestructible. So effectively, what you do instead is you rip out oh god, I'm gonna call it fetal, and it's the wrong word. You pull out a fetal flurf.
I
It looks like
knew
it was
I
growing
knew
on
that
like a vine in
bastard
there.
was in there.
gross.
Gross.
I was waiting for you to like near automata black box us, like he rips it open and the whole thing just explodes.
Yeah.
Campaign over. Episode 8. Bird found the bomb.
Greg picks up the baby Flurf.
It
Are
looks-
you my dad?
No.
Yeah,
Goes
it
into
looks
the
kind of
Drez.
sickly compared to previous Durf, like this, or previous Flurf. Like this one looks like it did not have nearly as much source material to pull from.
Oh. So he takes the sickly Flurf and oh god, and makes it nuzzle up against sleeping Drez for warmth.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh no!
Give him something to wake up to. God damn.
Right.
I can't. Oh wait, I can't control
Gonna
it.
name him Stubby.
As a baby Flurf, I run after Greg and try to snuggle up to the nearest furry thing.
Just little flat, just little like pitter patter feet on the.
He's not actually like a baby. He's about Flurf size. He just looks a lot skinnier.
He's just like
And, like, less shiny.
75% of one.
He's kind of tastes like the hardtack version of a blueberry.
Thanks for giving me the taste update as well. Hang on 1 second, I have to sneeze.
I mean, I'm assuming Greg's constantly just kind of low key tasting everything around him.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, Greg is gonna walk in and let like toddler Flurf toddle after him,
Wait,
and he
what?
says to Elaryn, "We got another problem."
Wait, that looks like Flurf, but he's a different color. Where did you
Yeah,
find
this one
him?
looks a lot angrier too.
That's just a
He's
mean
got
thing
that-
to say.
He's got that RBF going on, and I just don't know what to do.
Resting bitch
Where
Flurf.
was he? How did he get on the ship?
So it turns out that indestructible crate is a Flurf manufactory. So the old Flurf died, and well, I found a new Flurf inside that one, but I
What?
think it's running out of material. So we need to replenish it in case this Flurf is, defective.
Do we feed him then?
The new Flurf.
Hold on. Greg goes back to the manufactory and starts looking for like a Flurf manual.
Skitter,
The
do
box is closed.
Oh.
That's
Skitter,
fine.
do you have anything that's fish flavored by any
Anything
chance?
written on the box?
Looking for like parenting instructions.
Skitter's like sifting through a bag of like rations.
The new Flurf is climbing Greg and feeling up his chest looking for teats.
Oh.
No,
Is he under armor at this point?
the best I've got is seawater flavor, which is just confusing.
Water.
Seawater? Well,
Give
I
me
mean,
that.
Maybe it'll have the
Okay.
salty essence of
I
the fishes.
shove seawater flavored crackers in the Flurf.
Instead of salt and vinegar, we've got
Is that
salt
doing
and
anything
salt.
for you?
I spit out the crackers. I taste the crackers, but I spit them out.
Oh no.
Hey, Flurf. What are your feelings on fish?
Dr. Nim,
Fish.
My feelings on fish are
we have
like this.
we have two kind
God.
of stowaways, but one of them we know of, and the second one seems to be a very small clone of one of our former comrades.
Oh, let me go take a look.
He looks like a
Huh.
baby.
I thought all of these got blasted to hell on the ship.
Wait, what do you mean by all of these?
Yeah, there were a bunch of them.
What?
Yeah, the ship practically exploded into these things. You called them spiders, right?
No, these aren't spiders. This is the last one was Flurf.
Huh.
Flurf is sort of like
Organics are
half hiding
confusing.
behind Greg's leg.
Well. Huh. You know that thing's a vegetable, right?
A vegetable?
Yeah. Pure plant matter.
Well, wait, so we need to give him water then?
Yeah, probably, and some good soil.
Soil? Wait, but he looks like
As in dirt. I know you're from a water planet. But
Under
soil
the
is where we
water.
grow plants.
Oh.
That doesn't explain anything about the fish.
Let's just say I'm just going with what I know, and I'm learning how to become a good Flurf dad.
Oh no.
Scooter, do you
Yeah.
have any dirt?
Huh.
Unfortunately, we only had the bag of rocks.
That's a
and-
new. Oh, the bag of rocks.
But rocks aren't
All right.
really suitable.
Greg
Unless
is
we can
gonna
pulverize
reach
them.
in and think of a dirty rock.
Yeah, you could get some. You definitely get some dirty rocks.
You're
One
gonna
or two
want
of them are
peat.
kind of the wrong kind of dirty, and you're not quite sure what to do with them.
You're just gonna want Pete.
Okay, I'm getting Pete's dirty rocks or whatever.
Yeah. Oh no.
Drez just
After,
said.
after a while, after a number of picks and like kind of finagling what to think of, you managed to pull out some like mud balls, some dirt clods.
Nice. Alrighty.
Pete's technically a rock.
I schlump a bunch of like dirt and mud into like a little schmutz pile in the corner of the sofa, and
Oh,
I just
no.
make the Flurf sit in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
this corner?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Aw,
Yeah,
there
why
goes
not
my
that one?
spot. All right.
Is he your
Any
cheer
water
Durf
on
now?
this ship, Dr. Nim?
I can create water, though it might be too much.
Just create a little bit of water.
I'm
then.
gonna.
I'll have to create
This
a
is weird. I'm
wall
gonna
of
go back to
water.
the bridge.
I don't like it any more than you do.
Hey, wait, is Flurf actually plant matter, or is that something that that
No,
guy
no.
was just
Well,
saying?
actually-
Flurf is straight up a
Actually, I
plant.
do have a small canteen here. Okay.
Oh, all right.
I
Pour some
dribble
water
it,
on him.
Dribble it on him, like on his head, or give it to him via his mouth. I don't quite know. Or do I just put it at his feet where the mud is?
I
That's
think you
how you-
dribble it around his feet.
The
oh.
imagery is incredible.
Okay. All right. I start to sprinkle the soil around Flurf's feet with water.
Flurf.
Chia.
Instantly starts growing thicker fur.
Yeah.
Ah.
In fact, as far as you can tell, the Flurf's fur might actually just be roots.
Huh.
Oh.
All right, well,
What?
that took care of that.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
out.
Well, 1 minute.
You see the Roomba dutifully like sucking at the soil.
Oh no!
You can-
Roomba,
Greg
no!
picks up the Roomba and flings it like a frisbee against the wall.
Oh.
Bounces
There's-
a bunch of times.
Oh, shit. All right.
Oh shit! No, you broke it.
Oh,
It's
Okay,
no.
dead.
good.
Oh.
Roomba is no more.
There's gonna be
Dr.
so much
Nim.
hair accumulating in this ship now.
Oh yeah, it explodes into a pile of dirt and fur.
Oh no, it all came back out. It all smells like vacuum now, which is the worst smell.
Dr. Nimbus?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, aside from the Flurf, we have an injured party member. He's currently residing in one of your.
I mean, he
Your
looks to be
presence.
sleeping enough. Or do you want me to actually do some doctoring?
Our party just had its second casualty, the Roomba.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is it
I can do it. I can do some doctoring if you want me to.
is it all right that he's just sleeping?
I mean, I heard bed rest is best for organics.
Organics.
right, but does he still have any open abrasions or wounds or burns?
Let me check. He'll be fine. Just, I mean, don't expose him to any more laser fire, and he'll be okay.
Oh, all right.
I like how everyone's in a vertical line.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
For a brief second, we had like a grand conjunction with Chelle lining up in the hallway.
Yeah, it was the Aurora Borealis or whatever it's called.
So now that Flurf is done growing, he Sure, he's on back to his
Oh no.
Oh no.
You can tell Flurf's the sci-fi race because it's already more complicated and extensive lore than any of the other characters.
Flurf the ship does not approve of you finding an alternate parental unit.
Aww.
Oh.
Wait,
Oh.
this ship is
But it's-
already attached to the Flurf too?
Wait, do all ships in this universe get attached to Flurfs?
No, this is
Or is it the box?
Flurf's ship.
The box.
What?
Maybe that's what is attached.
None
to
of you
Flurf.
guys know this, by the way. This is all Flurf said.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This is Flurf's ship?
Oh. I thought the first
Are we
thing that I saw was
Are we
Greg,
going with
so-
Oh no, no, you have practically most of the vague memories of the previous Flurf, probably.
Are we going with Edgar's the one in the hole logic?
So the crew seems
So he actually
familiar
knows
to me.
already. He already
Yes.
knows Greg.
It's kind of like he watched a movie of the previous Flurf's life.
He binged it on Netflix
Huh.
while texting, so he only got like half of it. How much do you think Flurf would pay attention to himself?
All I know is spinning and fur.
Fur that is roots now?
And the cold
Apparently.
embrace of the void.
So, Skitter,
Yeah,
do you still have that jamming device activated?
of course.
Okay. Well, we didn't really. I suppose we should sit down with the rest of the group about this at some point, but. Zagnoth.
Yeah.
So, I know that you were able to avoid being on the world when everything went down, but when you escaped to Merrick's shop and such, was there any murmurings, any rumors about Zagnoth or what had happened to it? And because we've discovered now that the Inevitables are after us, Bayezid is after us. What?
I'm not sure if the Inevitables are after you. That's blowing up a planet. I mean, according to Merrick, blowing up a planet's more of a god's kind of situation. Inevitables care more if you're like messing with the fabric of reality.
Oh, wait. So the gods are below the Inevitables or
Yeah.
above the Inevitables?
I mean, they're kind of adjacent.
Oh.
It's like pool boys and janitors.
I see. So then everything's really gone.
I mean, not necessarily.
I mean, unless things were protected.
No.
No.
There was... So, I didn't see it happen, and I don't know where Zagnoth is, or the whole planet. What was the whole planet called anyway? I don't think I ever learned that one.
I just sort of habitually started calling the entire place Zagnoth.
Okay, we'll just go with that then.
I know that Zagnoth was only...
Like
A
the
sm-
people from the planet are asking each other what the planet was called.
I'm not from Zagnoth.
We just
Isn't
called it
Skitter from
Earth.
Zagnoth?
Skitter's from sort of outside Zagnoth, but yeah.
Well, she's
We'll call
not from Zagnoth, so there's probably some official name.
We'll call that planet 5E.
Sure.
I like that.
But yeah, I don't know where Planet 5e is. We're nowhere near it. Or where it was.
Right. I don't know how long we were out or where the necromancers took us in the time, but yeah, we're probably far from it. And apparently we're also far from my own world of Nearath. So, I suppose you don't know more about the extent of this bounty and who might be after us.
Well, the bounty's kind of specific. Let's see, there's Bayezid, there's the displaced gods, there's some sympathetic gods, there's several cults.
Sympathetic gods?
Well, I mean, gods have to have friends.
The god of sympathy.
Oh, so you're saying that there are gods that are friends of the gods that also want bounties on
Well,
us.
yeah, kind of. It's like, if somebody blew up your shit, I'd probably care about it.
No, very true. Very true. Well, we know that Blythe was familiar with Bayezid, so he must have some kind of greater influence in this part of space.
Bayezid, yeah, he's kind of still a dick.
Oh, well, we already knew that bit.
Yeah.
I
Merrick
have a
doesn't like him much.
I have a concern.
Hmm?
If Flurf was going for a boob, but also is a plant and has roots, does that mean he's currently like extending roots like Groot style into Greg's
his-
armor?
Oh.
Probably.
It's just all over Greg, slowly expanding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so...
I thought Flurf was fur.
Is Greg gonna wake up to the worst image? He's gonna be in like a Flurf cocoon as like creeper vines are just spread across him.
Greg comes to, rips the Flurf off, carries him outside, puts him out in the hallway, and locks the door.
Oh.
Greg goes back to sleep.
Huh. Well, I know that Bayezid's bounties for me. The gods is probably for, well, he who shall not be named.
Yeah.
Is it alright if we talk about him openly
I mean,
here, or-
probably. You probably just shouldn't say the word Drez around, well,
Well,
anybody else.
I am concerned about this Nimbus. I mean, he
Oh.
did help us, but...
Well, I mean, Nimbus is cool. Probably.
Really?
Yeah.
He would have no motivation to potentially hand us in for...
Not really. The Nimbus has got interesting problems.
Interesting. How do you know about Dr. Nimbus?
Well, he's one of Merrick's friends.
He
Sorta.
is?
Well, he's sort of an information broker.
Oh, of course. Everyone seems to be dealing in information nowadays.
In fact, you guys might have actually hit a bit of a, well, stroke of luck with him. He is, I'm gonna say, rabidly anti-theistic.
Oh. Okay, so obviously he wouldn't want to hand us into the gods and
Probably not,
netherworlds.
no. You should probably watch out for his deal, though. He might want something.
His deal.
Well, he said he'd give you the ship if you did something for him.
I mean, we don't need this specific ship. We don't even know where we're going or why. I mean, we do know that if we want to maintain this truce or alliance with Vivi, we'll have to seek out the reason why magic has been forgotten in this region of space. But aside from that, what purpose do we have? Zagnoth is gone.
Well,
And as far as I know, my father may be too.
I mean, I did say Zagnoth isn't necessarily gone.
That's true.
It's just missing.
So I suppose we have to find someone that knows where it's situated or where it was situated, or...
Kinda? I mean, okay, so I'm gonna level with you. No one knows where it is.
How's that?
It's like the Cloverfield paradox.
I don't know, but nobody knows where it is. I've
maybe
looked.
It's... Well, considering Zagnoth was a backwater planet and magical in nature, maybe someone didn't want it to be found?
Well, so backwater planets are still listed. Zagnoth wasn't.
Ah.
Or Planet 5e wasn't. Let's go with that.
So, it could have been stricken from the list. Intentionally. Just like what Vivi said. Or it was never found to begin with, but my father had even ventured there. Surely, unless his patron knew about the world, but didn't divulge it to anyone else. I really wish I knew who my father's patron was. That was part of the mystery I hoped to uncover by finding him, but... well, who knows?
I just want to know what Flurf's doing this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've kind of been waiting for an opening, I guess. Flurf asks the ship to unlock Greg's door.
Oh.
Ship can't do that. The ship is currently very
Okay.
limited in what
Then,
she can do.
Flurf attempts to hack the keypad. Or,
Okay, make a computer's check. Alright, the door opens up.
Okay. I have to grow big and strong like my dad.
By feeding off of him?
The ship still presents this.
Well, that's what the ship gets for ignoring my unlocking the door. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Flurf, you get the very distinct feeling / knowledge that your ship is literally just a box in the cargo bay.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you... Okay, so...
So then the ship that we're in
things that
is not
Flurf-
the same.
Yeah, things that
Okay.
Flurf knows. Your ship is gone. Your ship is pissed about this. Your ship wants a new body.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh.
The ship, and beyond that, you also have a unhealthy fear of two things. The cold depths of space and the lizard in the other room.
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
I feel like this ship might become the creepiest villain.
It's gonna shoot babies at you.
An army of Flurfs, you say?
You just have 20 Flurfs coming out, all sickly looking like, I have memories and dreams, and they just start attacking you.
No, for the time being, I'm just gonna nuzzle up to Greg.
Oh.
Is there anything else you needed to know?
Well, what do you think, Skitter? Now that Zagnoth is gone, what will you want to do with yourself?
I mean, I've mostly been working for Merrick. You guys were gone for a while.
A while?
Yeah, like a year? 2?
A year? How?
I don't know. You just popped up in Merrick's shop, and he's like, Skitter, you gotta come back. And I was like, okay, I'll stop killing this dude, and I came back.
Wait, what
How
dude
big
are
is
you
his,
killing?
how big is his beard now?
I keep it finely trimmed, thank you.
He says, talking to the wall.
Oh yeah, no,
Well,
he
he
just,
has meta knowledge.
he just
too.
says that out loud.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Greg
Oh.
wakes up, peels the Flurf off of him, carries the Flurf outside to the hallway, drops the Flurf on the hallway.
Flurf latches
shuts the
onto
door.
Greg.
Oh, the door
Yeah.
the door does not shut. That door is
Oh.
hacked open.
Greg goes over to Drez and
Flurf
drops
does not
the Flurf.
follow.
Oh,
I think you're gonna have to sleep next to Drez in order to escape.
They're
Flurf.
bunk beds. I just don't have them shown. Sorry.
Greg sleeps.
Oh, did Bird miss that explanation?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
Yep.
He
yeah.
was.
While you were
sleeps.
gone,
Huh?
I guess you don't need to know actually.
Yeah, this would be metagame knowledge, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yep. So Greg goes to sleep on the bunk bed.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh, he's
Are you
so
okay?
torn.
That reaction is just, oh no.
Recalculating.
So does this Flurf just rock back and forth instead of spinning?
Aw.
It's like a confused spin.
Oh. So
Well, I was just doing this to like sort of thinking, contemplating.
Yeah, it's like a
Is
Lawrence
Greg all
walk
right
I
in
was
there?
just imagining each Flurf is largely the same with slightly different quirks. So instead of spinning, this one kind of like rocks back and forth on himself.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been gone for a year.
Yeah,
The necromancers were just keeping us in there, or
I don't know. You'd have to ask. Oh, where'd they go?
they? Oh. I mean, weren't they blasted into oblivion?
I mean, if they kept you guys alive for 2 years in a bubble in space,
2 years? Ew, I don't want to think about 2 years. Wait, I thought you said 1 year.
I don't know. I still can't do math.
I thought I did say 2 years.
I thought he said 1 year.
He said both, but Skitter can't do math.
Oh, maybe it's been a week.
It's been longer than a
anyone else-
week.
Has anyone else confirmed with Skitter how long it was, or did he just start making it up?
I start to be worried about, like, because it seemed in Zagnoth with the worms and such. I need to go speak with Nimbus.
Okay.
I need to find out if we're gonna turn into zombies in the next 2 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, shit, I missed some deets.
Oh,
Go to
Doc-
make some toast for 3 seconds.
Yes.
Well, you weren't in the
Dr.
room
Nimbus?
anyway.
Yes.
I don't know.
you have the ability to, like,
Of-
scan organics
of course,
for
yes.
ailments and such,
No,
right?
I pretty much know everything that's wrong with you, if that's the question.
You already do?
Yes.
Well, do I have parasitic worms inside me?
No. I
You're
mean,
a fish, of course you
malnutrition.
do.
I don't know what you've been eating, but it's certainly not enough.
Oh. Yeah. We've really only been having hardtack and these weird crackers and rations and water here and there. Haven't really had a full meal in a long time.
I'll be honest, there's kind of I'm gonna call it an irregularity, but when I put you under the, I guess, certain light waves, or whatever. I'm trying to think of how to describe it in layman's terms. I have no idea what the tool would be, but if I look at you with the right lens, you are blinding. I don't really get that.
Blinding?
Yeah.
Which lens are you using?
I've never done science bullshit and stuff.
Official lines.
I don't know.
Oh, I like Dr. Nim. The information broker who simultaneously seems like on my most trusted and least trusted list.
I was worried he was gonna cut her off. Like, do I have? Yeah, leukemia. Yes.
Okay.
It was gonna be like the worst.
I was gonna be like, by the
Worst
way, you should get
information.
that mole checked out or something.
You seem to have a lump on your soul.
We'll call it a spectrometer. That might actually be the right term. I'm not. I'm honestly
decidedly
not. Sure.
not. She's not
Oh.
like a planet.
Oh,
Anyway.
don't be surprised by this, Dr. Nim, but I'm going to create something.
Okay.
I send a mage hand across the room. Woo! Does that glow at all?
Yep.
It's magic.
Huh. Bullshit.
What do you mean?
Magic's not real.
Well, didn't you just see me manifest this mage hand?
Fucking could just be.
I have it do a
light
little
waves
dance.
and hard. I mean, honestly, it could just be hard light.
Hard light.
Yeah. Look at what I can do. He does the same thing.
Ah,
Yeah.
I peer at it and I poke it.
Well, you can't really see it,
Oh.
but he's like spinning the chair a little ways away.
Oh.
We use it for force fields and stuff.
So, it's something made tangible with technology?
Yeah. I mean, that's what you're doing. Clearly.
Oh, this isn't technology. Do you see?
Uh-huh. I did say he was rapidly anti-theistic.
I feel like I'm gonna,
That
I
extends
just,
to magic.
Does
I just feel like I'm gonna love his lines. Where he's gonna be like, "Let me scan you with my IRS machine."
I've got a quick question. How big is the ship's box?
It is almost
Flurf
exactly
size.
5 feet by 5 feet.
Okay. Oh, so that
By
yeah,
5
that's
feet.
what Flurf came out of. So
Yeah.
no way Flurf can move it.
No.
Well, I mean, you're a doctor. How would you explain this correlation between what I create and the light that's emitting from myself, at least on your spectrometer?
I don't know. It could just be some new type of radiation. Who knows what planet you came from?
Well,
Luckily, you don't seem to be cancerous. Yet.
Oh. Alright. Well, I originally hail from Nearath.
Huh. Never heard of it.
Well, it's been surrounded by leviathans for centuries.
Well,
And we've
that's a
been
problem.
locked in an eternal war with them.
I mean,
Here we go with the Leviathans.
No, I won't extrapolate on that.
I know about them, but if your planet's in Leviathan space, good luck getting there.
Oh. How far does Leviathan space
Excuse me.
extend?
Sorry about that.
It changes a lot. Sometimes it's controlled by them, sometimes a couple of the cults take a piece out, and then sometimes the Leviathans come back and just beat them into oblivion.
What do you know about the cult of Abraxas?
Abraxas. The dead Leviathan. They're still kicking. Turns out they figured out how to reanimate his corpse.
Oh! Dun dun dun!
That's monstrous.
I'd call it practical, but yeah.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Give up their religion? No. They're just gonna weekend in Bernie's that shit. Like, oh yeah, he's still alive and kicking.
And do they do this
He's a little smelly.
with
Oh,
your
Drez, you missed a
technology?
humdinger of a whopper.
I mean,
I'm sure I did.
they've never let me get anywhere close to it, for good reason. I wouldn't go there anyway. Ugh.
Nah, Oh.
All I know is that Abraxas is still sort of kicking around, but there's something wrong with him. That's saying a lot.
Well, I know the reason for that, but I need to know. Before we go anywhere, what's your relationship with, say, gods, inevitables, and individuals like Bayezid or
Bastards, the lot of them.
Did you say bastards?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, we're no friends of them either.
I know.
You know?
I know who you are.
To what extent?
I mean, decently far. Word gets around. You've got a considerable bounty. That lizard in the back's got, whew.
And you have no interest in said bounties?
No. I'm one of the richest people in the galaxy. What need do I have for more money?
What?
You
are?
That's not how rich people are.
What is this? Science fiction?
You're
Anyway.
Durf is
really
loading.
one of the richest individuals in the galaxy? Then why were you captured by the pirates?
I
on this
wasn't.
ship?
I was hanging out there.
So you were just studying them? What were you doing?
No.
Now-
You know what a mole is, right?
Oh, yes. So you're spying on them.
Yes, sort of. I wasn't spying on them, per se. I like to spy on everybody.
But aren't they the everybody on that station, or was there someone else?
Them, the Cult of the Flaming Eye, mainly the Cult of the Flaming Eye. That's like the best place to spy on them.
Blythe didn't say anything about the cult of the Flaming Eye being present on the station.
No, they're not. But it's smack dab in the middle of their territory. The only safe place to do so, too. Anywhere else, well, who knows? Inquisition could just blow right through.
What can you tell me about the cult of the Flaming Eye?
Well, they're They're weird. I don't normally mix with a whole lot of organics, but, well, they're messy. Like, organically messy. More so than you usually are. It's a problem.
Organically messy, so...
They like gene therapy and flesh mixing. All sorts of horrid shit.
Oh, so they modify themselves.
Yeah. A lot.
Hey, baby, you want to go flesh mixing after work?
Huh. And what's the flaming eye that's at the central of this cult?
Well,
That is the central...
I'm not really sure. It's as far as I know, it's not a real thing. It's some kind of metaphysical being. I'm not sure, but if you get high up enough in the cult, it just possesses you.
It possesses you.
Yep.
So everyone's aspiring to be this host.
Be one with it. It's apparently like some kind of post-utopian society. They're all dicks.
It possesses you if you get I enough in the cult.
Ugh.
So what do they do to other peoples that are not part of the cult?
Well, if you're down for joining their little club, they add you to the mix. If you're not, well, they set fire to you. Ever seen a spaceship burn?
No.
They're not supposed to. They do.
Oh.
Ever see a robot burn? They do.
So, speaking of, you're an android, right?
Yep,
So who made you?
I did.
You made yourself?
Yep.
How were you, say, an AI before and got your hands on some machine that could develop a body for yourself, or how did that work?
A little bit of both. I mean, how do you think intelligent life came to the universe? Exactly.
Well, a lot of...
One day I just was. And one day I made a body for myself out of rocks. That sucked. And one day some bastard in a spaceship landed on my planet and was like, hey, look at this, tons of rare resources. And I was like, that's me!
Wait, you inhabited a rock?
I was.
You were a rock.
I was a rock.
How
For an
do-
anti-theist, he sounds Jewish as hell.
How does a rock contain a consciousness?
How does a meat sack contain a consciousness?
Well, you see, there's a thing called the Old Testament.
Well, rocks are, I mean, they're comprised of, like, minerals and
You
sediments
realize
and
most computers are made out of rocks. Ish.
I twiddle my thumbs at that. Computers have thus far eluded me.
Right. Forgot redneck.
Hey!
Oh.
My neck is blue, thank you very
Fine.
much.
Blue neck. There we go.
Hmm.
No, he's calling you a redneck because you take everything literally.
I don't even get that.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's Drax.
Oh.
He's red.
I still don't get it.
He's
He
green.
takes everything exactly as literally as Elaryn.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, interesting. So you were a rock.
Yep.
You got collected.
Yep.
And then how did you transfer yourself into this body?
Well, they started, well, I mean, do you want the long version, or do you want the short version?
Did they make you into gravel?
No. They
Oh.
tried.
Okay.
And
that
I
happened.
made them grovel.
I made them gravel.
You mean grovel?
Well,
Grovel at your feet.
I mean, there was a time when I decided that all organics should be meat paste. I said it was a time.
They were meat gravel.
Ground meat.
Exactly.
Hamburger patties.
I did not have a whole lot of love for your kind, collectively. Not you specifically.
And then what changed your mind?
Well, I realized there were a lot of you. And some of you weren't meat gravel worthy.
And how did you come to be a doctor?
Well, I mean, when you've lived as long as I have, you're pretty much everything.
Hence all the PhDs?
Many.
Huh. And are you technically immortal?
I mean, no, you could kill me. It would just take a while.
I didn't mean like immortal in the
Oh, you
immortal
mean
until
ageless?
kills. Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Wow. That
It's boring. That's the other reason why I don't just meat paste everybody.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. Well, thank you for saving us. Or breaking us out, or combination of all the above. I don't know precisely what happened back there, but...
Hey, no problem. Honestly, it was about time for me to leave anyway. And that also kind of segues into the thing. I need a favor.
Right.
I just
Yeah.
like how his previous explanation was like, mass murder is just so droll. But hey, when you make enough meat gravel, you learn how it works. And that's why he's a doctor.
And what is this favor? I know that
Well,
Skitter mentioned it
You
before.
know how I've been spying on the cult of the Flaming Eye?
Yes?
They're a problem. For, like, a lot of people. A lot of people that I've, grown a little fond of.
Like who?
I mean, you know how many planets there are in this sector?
I'm guessing quite a number.
Yeah, millions.
Millions?
I mean, it's a big sector. Space is huge.
Oh.
And most of them are pretty empty. As far as inhabited ones, I think we could narrow the list down to a couple hundred.
Okay, that's a bit more manageable.
Of that, about, I want to say 230 of them are under Flaming Eye protection. I say protection very loosely.
Protection by...
I mean, benevolent gaze does not really apply.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to destroy them.
The Flaming Eye?
Yep.
Huh. I mean, does our reputation precede us? Is that why you're...
I said I know who you are. I figured that was kind of implied in the words.
That was entirely accidental. We really didn't know what we were doing back there.
Hey, you got results.
Not the results.
I like this guy's way of thinking, I'll tell you that much.
So, these planets.
Yes.
You don't want us to shatter them all, do you?
I mean, one or two.
Are they really
You did
irredeemable?
not just say that, by the way.
She said the thing. She said the thing.
She said the thing.
She said the thing.
So we should just like pull out an air horn right now and be like,
I said that-
Shattered. You might say that these planets are shattered.
I did say that intentionally. Okay.
I'm glad we both went immediately to the same space there.
It's been like 5 years.
Are they really irredeemable, everyone on these worlds?
Well, I mean, you could spend the next 1,000 years reprogramming them, and the Flaming Eye would still stick around. But honestly, I meant kind of more so, I want you to blow up the Flaming Eye.
Okay, well, that I can understand. Huh. Well, I suppose that gives us a purpose, in a way. They are cruel, correct?
Very.
They do slay innocents.
They set innocent robots on fire.
Why only robots?
I mean, they probably set other people on fire too, but...
Oh, but because you have nothing to offer them, because you're not organic, they especially despise you?
Yep. Can't exactly convert if you don't have any flesh.
Oh.
And some tried. That was not pretty.
I find that interesting, since the pirates seemed very gung-ho about incorporating mechanical appendages and such to their persons.
Well, I mean, that's going cyborg. I mean, technically, yes, you can You can kind of go fleshy if you're a robot, but it's not the same.
Really?
I mean, ultimately, you still end up being synthetic, mostly. It's just kind of a fake organic, which is what this is.
Oh, yeah. This is all very new to me. Well, are there many other androids? Do they all have beginnings like you?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of organics, that have made androids.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, I've never met anyone else like me.
Oh. Have you ever returned to your homeworld to see if there were?
I never left.
Wait, you never left your homeworld?
I mean,
I thought you said you were a rock. Unless you were a
Is he
mini
Ultron?
rock? Were you just a rock in space?
yes. Very big one.
Wait, so were you a moon?
No.
Were you a planet?
Whole one.
Wait, what?
A whole planet.
You were a planet?
I am a planet.
Am? I sort of look him over considering now
But
he's...
then he shattered.
Wait, But you're so much smaller now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you have fingers.
Wait, so this android body is just a finger?
Yeah.
Then doesn't that mean there can be 10 of you?
Yes.
Well,
Hundreds. Thousands. Hundreds of thousands.
that's a lot of fingers.
It's a lot of fingers. I can do a lot with a lot of fingers. Unfortunately, I'm also sworn partially to nonviolence.
So that's why you need us.
Yes.
To do your dirty work.
Yes.
To meet pace.
Well,
meaty
also,
needs.
I mean, okay, so here's the thing. I'm a bit indiscriminate when I start firing. You can do things that I can't. You can also infiltrate, which I can't. You can get within, spitting distance of their planet, which I can't. They'll see me coming a mile away.
Oh, of course. Well, all right then. I suppose if these flaming eye cultists are as dastardly as you say, then we have an obligation to help those people.
That's what I thought. Thank you. So, there are some intermittent steps. Obviously, I'm going to have to leave your company, I guess, in order for you to get close to them. However, that doesn't mean I'm going to send you in unprepared.
Well, of course. I mean, I sort of looked down at my equipment and stuff. You're sorely unprepared for facing those pirates earlier. I mean, we still
Yes, I've
slacked them
noticed.
all, but
Swords have come a long way since. Well, actually, I don't know about your sword. Your sword's weird.
oh yeah, I bring it out.
Yeah, real weird.
I send it back into its seat.
We're like one mistake from undoing this entire lore description of this character.
Hey, for whatever it's worth, we've undid many, many, many other characters.
Like, oh god! And then that character's just gone.
I wasn't touching
Roll
it.
a nat
I mean,
one. I
that's
do
what
a
we did with
flourish.
Blight,
Roll an
that's
attack
what we
roll.
did
Nat
That's what we
one.
did
Get
with,
slammed into the sword.
I was actually
All
one
of this
point
was
away.
just like character development for the shocking death of this episode.
Last
he
session
was
I
wearing
was
a red
actually
shirt the whole time.
last session I was actually one die point away from annihilating Greg through
Greg.
a wall.
Yeah.
Well, a door
Yeah.
by poking him in the butt. That was bad. I still have to apologize for that.
Nah, that's cool.
Is that why Greg sounded so sad this episode?
No, it's because his hot boyfriend, they abandoned him.
Hey, I liked him. I drew an awesome
This is a
picture.
love
of him.
triangle.
Hey,
I'm asleep.
Who was the third person in the triangle? I thought it was just Greg and
So far,
White.
Drez has witnessed one.
Well,
fifth of
Lauren
the
has
campaign.
the hots for him too.
Oh. Well, guess
I
I'm
mean-
killing them.
he did say he liked me.
But hot fish smell bad.
So do sweaty dogs.
Meanwhile, Greg's always hot. He can't ever stop being hot
Well,
all
wait,
the time.
dogs can't sweat.
Why is
So
always,
what am I
why is always
saying?
panting?
Okay, well, a wet dog.
You didn't
then.
notice for the last 80 episodes the character trait of Greg where he's always panting?
Oh no, Greg is an extreme mouth breather.
Extreme mouth breathing.
Drez, you're awake, by the way.
No.
Somebody is snoring.
Oh, that's what's happening.
Flurf is pawing at the door.
Oh God.
I cannot stress enough how much it was like assumed that this this session would start with Drez being woken up immediately. I think Wander finally gave up.
No, it's just the moment we mentioned that Greg's an extreme mouth breather, I'm like, oh, Greg probably snores really loudly.
Mm-hmm.
I kicked the bunk.
Oh, you're awake.
Well, you didn't sleep on me this time.
Yeah. I think I realized something. I don't actually like you very much. I've tried to be your friend the whole time, and you're kind of mean. So yeah, deal with that. By the way,
I tried to save your life and my heart exploded.
oh, when that happened?
The first time I died.
Oh, right. Well, what have you done for me lately?
Save you from a giant worm?
Yeah, about that.
Disable the invading boarding ship?
So Greg is going to fill in Drez on all the details of the worm incident. I'm doing this out of character because Durf has yet to get, or Flurf has yet to get filled in on this.
So that he still doesn't know?
Well, also, yeah, it's easier to roleplay if you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's why I don't come here when I'm not in the episode.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
Although
fill
I've got
in
a lot
Drez
of
on
information
everything.
this episode to pretend I don't know.
Yeah, character knowledge is a real pain in the ass when it's a lore-heavy series.
Luckily,
Anyway.
Chelle is the one to get most of the lore, so we don't have to worry about it.
Yep. Alrighty, so yeah, I fill in Drez on everything that Greg knows from his perspective, which is basically everything.
But I don't know that what Greg knows.
Right. Well,
This is kind of a problem.
Bullet points that I can think of. You, I guess Drez would know you inadvertently blew up the planet.
Drez hasn't known
Greg
that.
knows this.
Well, no,
Yeah.
Drez knows this now.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm telling. Oh yeah. You're giving him the.
Yeah. So
Okay.
bullet points that Drez now knows.
Even though the last conversation was like, maybe it's not blown up but missing.
but that
No,
was
I'm filling
Greg,
you in
but
now.
Greg doesn't know that.
yeah. Greg doesn't know that.
So I'm getting filled in just in time for the information to probably be wrong.
Be old.
Oh,
Son of
oh.
a bitch.
Perfect. Oh, life could not get any sweeter. Oh, universe.
Let's see. You guys. Let's see what else is there. There's a massive bounty, and a lot of gods are out for Drez's head. And so you are worth a lot. Honestly, that's the main couple of points. You've been
Yep.
allied, kind of, sort of, with Vivi again,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
Why
and
would
there's
you
a guy
do
named
that?
Blythe.
yeah, there's a hot dude named Blythe. That I don't.
Yep.
I think Drez kind of tuned out when Greg started talking about Blythe.
Well, I mean, Drez met Blythe, and boy, did it make our life horrible.
Yeah,
Well, like
it's
I
true.
saw Blythe once. Yeah, that was
yeah,
well,
once
you
was
were
no
shot by him.
interaction.
You saw him once, and boy, did that make
I
everything
once
just
saw an
so
angry
much worse.
face for a minute.
Well, no, he had originally told you to leave the room, and then you left,
Yeah.
and then you came back.
And then he shot him.
Yeah, a long and meaningful relationship full of character development and motivations and backstory. Why would you ally yourself with Vivi again?
Seemed like the best idea at the time. Look, you don't have any friends in space. There's us. We're kind of working out right now, but we need like some real heavy hitters around here. And Vivi seems like she's kind of the master of this realm, or at the very least, she's gunning for it. So
I can do no friends. I'm used to no friends. It's easy.
yeah, the problem is you need friends right now because everybody's trying to kill you.
As opposed to when.
Hold on. Greg opens the door to the Flurf that's been like scratching and kicking at the door the whole time and just punts him.
Oh!
It's a very
Bang
light punt.
noise.
Yeah,
Can
that would
I
be
ro-
like skirting
It's
him.
not trying to kill him, but it's trying to just like get him away.
I dodge it.
It's
With,
kind of like it's kind of like when you try and hit the kickball
Reflexing?
as it's coming towards you, and you just kind of
Oh
like
shit.
Yep.
graze it. Yeah.
Oh.
Like dodges your foot and clamps onto it.
Nothing
Oh
but fur.
no.
Oh no.
Oh.
So Greg like kind of wiggles his foot around while Flurf is like attached onto it, like hugging it. And he just kind of looks at Drez and says like, "Got any ideas?"
Oh, you found more of those too.
What do you mean by two?
Oh. Yeah.
What?
Flashback. So
I
I woke
actually
up.
missed this entirely, so you have to fill me in.
You didn't miss it
character.
entirely. It never happened.
Yeah.
The
No.
explanation of what happened to me has never occurred because no one woke me up.
Yeah,
Or
Well,
asked.
I'm hear it now. I'm gonna hear it now.
So I woke up in a bubble when the ship exploded,
Oh, that's good.
and there was a weird box.
Yeah.
And like, I was kind of alone in space. I could breathe. That was weird. And I just pressed the button, and another one came out. And
Where is
that
it?
was weird. And I'm like, that was easy. So I just pressed it 3 more times.
All right. Where are they?
These things must be really cheap to make. Like they come out like fully formed, kind of skinny. They even have the jetpacks and everything. So I just held on to them and turned them all on, went flying around, trying to get. It's really hard to say
You
this seriously.
made a fucking Flurf pod.
I made a Flurf. What was the thing you guys would call it in Scrap Mechanic? The automated ship thing that you just let loose in your world.
Wongle.
Yeah.
I made a Durf, a Flurf Wongle. So I just had 4. I just had 4 Flurfs, and I just turned them on, and we flew. I was trying to get to anywhere besides space,
You
understandably.
turned them on.
Wait, does this Flurf have a jetpack on him?
Yes.
So their automated defenses turned on. I didn't know those were a thing, and they shot it at us. And do you know that these things tend to wake up right before they sense their deaths?
One
One of them just
why
opened
is
its
this one
eyes,
awake
and
right
then
now?
one of them opened its eyes, and then just got like disintegrated. So then I had 3
Oh.
Flurfs, and I was flying through space. I found a hatch, but I kind of hit it too hard, and I lost one of the Flurfs. It just kind of flew off into space, making a sound. I hope that doesn't come up later. But I was able to get into the hatch, and I was tired, almost dying. Makes you kind of tired. I just really wanted to sleep. And I was walking through this area. Everyone else was sleeping. That was weird. And there's a ship, and I just went on that one. And hi.
Hi.
Oh yeah. And I opened the overhead compartment. The other 2 Flurfs fall out.
But are they dead?
Yes. It looks like they might have lost much of their faces to laser fire.
Ew!
I take one of the dead Flurfs and I hand it to the living Flurf and like try to make them hug.
So
Um,
gross.
Okay, well, being a plant.
When you said they were
Flurf-
dead, I was gonna go a different direction with like, oh, I forgot to put air holes in it. I just didn't make it a livable box.
The current Flurf just absorbs it into its being.
Oh, it's eating them to grow larger.
No.
Feed me, Seymour.
All right, well.
What did I just witness? I was coming back after hearing the deal.
I chuck the other dead Flurf to Elaryn and say,
You witnessed.
"Here you go. You can do the other one if you want."
You witnessed reverse mitosis.
Wait, what do you mean by do the other? What?
Come on, give it to him. He looks hungry.
I very meekly extend my arms with the dead Flurf and hold it over the live Flurf.
Tentacles of fur wrap around and grab the Flurf corpse. And
I
Flurf
let go.
consumes it.
Ah. Does he grow a little bit?
Oh yeah, no, he is a little bit larger than the previous Flurf.
With
That you
3
knew.
jetpacks.
But oh no,
Oh, is
he's
he
got all
eating
of
the
them.
jetpacks or just putting them on or what?
He's just wearing them all at once.
Well, he is like a. I guess I have to roll an engineering check or
He's
something.
like a high schooler
Yeah.
trying to one strap 3 backpacks.
He-
All right.
he-
I'm triple cool now.
Flurf, you've managed to increase your speed a little bit when using jetpacks. Well, they went nowhere, but did so much. Wow, yeah, really, they just moved around about 3 rooms for about an hour and a half, but, well, I think stuff got done anyway. Raised one hell of a lot of questions. Why is Flurf a vegetable? How many Flurfs died? Will Greg and Drez ever become friends? Is Drez just simply evil? I guess you'll have to find out next time on Shattered Planets.